One of Succession's most disturbing scenes is the softball game at the end of the pilot episode. To celebrate the patriarch's birthday, the Roy family flies out to a distant field and play a match together. But they're one player short, so Roman asks the greenkeeper's son to join and offers him
$1 million if you hit a home run. I'm dead serious, okay?
For real?
Yes, for real. $1 million. Honey, where's the,
Rome, don't be an asshole.
Not being an asshole. I want him incentivized. This is fun. It's a game. Geez, stop being so serious.
The kid fails, but at least the Roys offer their condolences and show they respect the boy's efforts to try.
But it was a really good effort. Really. Quite tremendous. So take this back to your life. It's $250,000. Enjoy.
Son.
Damn.
Magnificent effort.
Thank you.
Magnificent.
In case you're wondering what this kind of video is doing here, I discovered Succession roughly a month ago, and I can already safely say that it's one of my all-time favorites. I couldn't forgive myself not to analyze the politics of the show and draw parallels to lots of controversies also addressed on this channel. There won't be any plot spoilers here, so even if you don't know HBO's new flagship yet, give the video a try. I will put out 2 more Succession videos in the next 3 weeks. One on its portrayal of right-wing media, and one on how different political ideologies, conservatism, progressivism, libertarianism, and even alt-right fascism, are represented in the series. If you don't want to miss out on those, click the subscribe button. And let's finally get back to the softball game, shall we? I picked it as an entry point for a specific reason. The scene captures the essence of what this magnificent series was about to become by opening a window to the hypocrisy, the nastiness, and the sheer evil of the ultra-rich. But before we condemn all of these assholes, it's important to point out that nobody in Succession grew up in a vacuum. Neither Kendall nor Shiv or Roman were born as over-entitled narcissists. Their awfulness is the inevitable consequence of a father like Logan Roy, who, and I think it's fair to say so, hates his children. He hates them because, in his opinion, their individual weaknesses prohibit them from ever being worthy to inherit the throne and lead Waystar Royco, a multi-billion-dollar entertainment conglomerate with deep ties in the nation's politics.
Come on, Dad. What are you gonna do with the $5 bill? Huh? Put it on your pile with all your other bill?
Probably, yeah.
And what are we supposed to do?
Make your own fucking pile.
Leaving aside that Logan constantly manipulates the three, preventing them from making their own pile, his notion about the stereotypical American dream narrative is an earnest one. The patriarch was born into a rather modest environment in Scotland.
It's like fine. It's totally fine. Yeah. I'd live here. I mean, I wouldn't, but someone could.
But when sent to Canada as a young child, he was violently abused by his uncle. Despite all that, Logan rose to the top the right way and soaked up the social Darwinist attitude necessary to explain why other people haven't made it. They are simply too weak.
America. I don't know. When I arrived, there were these gentle giants smelling of fucking gold and milk. They could do anything. Now look at them. Fat as scrawny on meth or yoga. They pissed it all away.
Logan hates weakness and everything he associates with it, including his own children. Kendall is prone to addiction and loves his autistic son. Roman is at least bi-curious and all in all rather sexually screwy. Shiv is a non-obedient woman. Connor is, well, Connor. But since his mother was sent to, let me quote Roman here, the booby hatch, he sure as hell also reeks of mental illness. The other big reason for Logan's disgust is the fact that, compared to him, they never had to experience any real difficulties in life.
How much is a gallon of milk?
What?
How much is a gallon of milk?
I don't know. I mean, who the knows, Dad? Literally, no one knows. Who gives a shit?
The thing is, Roman Roy really does not need to know the milk price. Being so wealthy you can gamble away $1 million for just a game makes it impossible to relate to or empathize with the common people and their daily struggles. Luckily, the Roys live secluded lives. I mean, can you blame them? why bump into others or wait 30 minutes for a ride when you can just shut out the normies from your theme park? Why would you use the subway or book a flight when you have limousines, helicopters and private jets? Sometimes though, they are forced to leave their bubble. For example, when Connor needs to travel without the private jet due to an emergency.
We flew back scheduled, so that was just delightful.
Oh, I'm sorry, son. That's tough.
It was fine. They had movies and a selection of heavily refrigerated cheeses, so, you know, it was really nice.
A selection of cheese on a flight? What seems like paradise to me and you is torture for the Roys. To prepare for prison, Greg and Tom even decide to eat food in a normal diner. Ugh.
You know, this is kind of what the food is like inside. I'm in training. How's your omelet?
I'm making some inroads.
You have to take off 30 to 50% of the taste of that endless salty gym mat that you're eating. Camel's labia.
In general, food is an important recurring element of Succession. It exemplifies the divide between rich and non-rich better than any limousine or mansion ever could.
Have you ever visited the California Pizza Kitchen?
No. Dear Lord, no.
It's pretty delicious, Tom.
No, it isn't, Greg.
Yeah, why eat at a filthy pizza place if you can have...
Ortolan.
What's ortolan?
It is a deep-fried songbird. You eat it whole.
Oh my god.
This is like a rare privilege, and it's also kind of illegal.
Oh, I have it.
For the head?
This is a real practice, by the way. Scenes like these are rare in the show. While you often see copious amounts of delicious, beautiful food served in awe-inspiring locations, most of the time it's just wasted.
Look, shall we head back?
The fact that even the most delicate lobster is just casually thrown in the garbage serves as a gigantic middle finger to people who sacrifice a significant amount of their paycheck for their food. Even though he's just as ignorant as the rest, Connor at least sometimes deludes himself into thinking he's on the side of the working class. For example, when he invites the family to his colossal private ranch.
Hello to the metropolitan elite. Welcome to the real America. Hi.
Man of the people!
While most of the time the Roys tend to keep distance from the other normal people, sometimes worlds collide.
Connor Roy. People have a lot of preconceptions about me, too. It's difficult. I mean, not like I'm sure everything is for you, but, you know.
Right.
See, I actually have this idea that social equality could be affected by a complete eradication of federal support. Just people like you and I, doing it together, fighting it out without all the bullshit.
Okay, this is me.
Great! Break it like my friend.
The dancer, of course, is not in the position to respond. The Roys paid for his service, so they make the rules. Their employees are no real human beings. They are tools who literally take care of their boss's shit. When a confused Logan Roy pees on his carpet, it's not him who cleans it. When a shit-faced Candle Roy wakes up in his own diarrhea, it's not him who cleans it. When a megalomaniac Roman Roy jizzes on his office window, it's... well, okay, at least he gives it a try. All in all, it's clear that the family is really oblivious of those who serve them. While this is bad enough, there are instances in which the Roys act outright evil, because, well, they just feel like it. Take Kendall's bachelor party, for example.
Get the homeless man to have Kendall's name tattooed on his forehead.
What?
Yeah, we got Kendall's initials tattooed on a rando.
And there's also the scene when a dead raccoon is found in Logan's summer residence.
You were chiseling me a little on the stable works. Rich old f***ing guy. We'll pat it 30%.
No, sir. It was time with you.
So you got a bit disappointed when I set a 200K ceiling. So you stuffed a f***ing bag of live raccoons to rot in my chimney.
No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir. 3 bags full, sir.
Don't know about that.
Yeah? Well, I'll pay you 100 grand all in and we're done.
That won't even cover the materials, sir. That was a 300 grand job, sir. That was the price.
Yeah? Well, sue me. Good luck.
Sir!
My lawyer used to work for the Justice Department. Who's your lawyer? Mr. Magoo?
Even though the contractor's in the right, he's powerless. Sure, he could go to a subpar lawyer and fight for justice, but justice isn't blind. It heavily favors rich people, who too often enjoy the freedom to act as malicious as they please, all to the detriment of those who have less. When Logan Roy is in a bad mood, his victims suffer consequences.
What the f***? Jerk!
Sorry, sir, I didn't mean to.
Well, you did, you f***ing prick. Go on, f*** off. Get out of here. F*** off!
Sir, I thought you said yes, but...
Stop mumbling. Don't look at me. Get the f*** out. Where do you find these people, huh? Amateurs. I don't want to see him again. Ever. Ever, okay?
But treating others like does not even have to be personal. If you're a leading figure of a ultra-capitalist company, it's inevitable to alienate your employees and potentially ruin their lives. After all, it increases your profit and satisfies the stockholders. When a bullying victim commits suicide in ATN's building, it's shrugged off and even ridiculed. I mean, who the hell cares about expendable low-wage workers? Characters approach this sad reality in different ways. Tom, for example, almost seems to orgasm when he thinks about sacrificing others for his career.
I want you to go on a mission for me and body shame ATN, find the fat, and point it out. Okay?
Yeah, like how?
Like find the excess, okay? Find the extraneous, the lazy cleaner, the male guy who walks slow, okay? Snuffle out waste. Big man, okay? I'll do the penthouse, you do the basement. So I could fire people, correct? In terms of skulls, how many skulls do you think?
That we can lose?
Yeah.
I don't know, like, I guess like 30 or 50?
50 skulls? I'm slavering, big man. 50 skulls, that's a lot of skulls.
On the other hand, Kendall chooses a more direct and unforgiving approach. In a motivating, Braveheart-like speech, he fawns on Walter's almost 500 employees and dissuades them from unionizing.
You can't question my belief in what you've all built here. I know a lot of you are flirting with the guild, and I'm just asking you to consider putting that on ice. Let's try and figure this out inside. Keep it in the Waystar family, okay? We want communication, we want engagement. So let's all pull together.
Only to unceremoniously fire them shortly after.
Yeah, you're all fired. So if you can leave your laptops where they are and hand in your passes, security will be coming around now.
This is a joke.
You have 15 minutes to gather your belongings and exit the building. Separation agreements will be handed around shortly. 1 week of severance per year served. Unused vacation days will not be reimbursed. Health benefits will be terminated at the end of the month. That's it. I'd like to thank you all for your hard work.
But it would be overly naive to ask why anyone would do this.
Why? Because my dad told me to.
Why? Because it works.
Logan Roy, embodiment of ruthless ultra-capitalism, dictates the rules, and others have to comply. Being such a heartless prick is of course lots easier when you don't have to face those whose lives you just ruined.
You know what my dad always said? He'd say he loved all his employees, but he particularly loved the guys who ate the shit for him and he never even knew it.
Got it.
Randall Colburn, writer for the AV Club, summarized it better than I ever could in his review of Season 1's finale. Logan, Kendall, Roman, Tom, and the rest of Waystar Royco are responsible for the livelihoods and, in many instances, the actual lives of hundreds of thousands. And we've spent this entire season watching them discuss networks, jobs, scandals, and tragedies as if they were inanimate chess pieces, with their own personal squabbles serving to directly impact decisions that will roll indefinitely downward. In contrast to the Roys, the liberal, progressive Pierce family at least act nice when they treat their subordinates like crap.
Rosa, have a drink with us.
Oh, I have to finish the dinner.
No, I don't, but just one. You can take a break, can't you?
You know.
Well, all right. You never treat yourself.
Yeah, Rosa, why don't you treat yourself a little? Why don't you have a little fun while working your ass off for your wealthy masters? Well, at least the guests will be impressed by your cooking skills and appreciate this delicious roast you've Wait, no. God damn it. Well, I guess the big conclusion is that Succession condemns the upper class and everything it represents. Money and power corrupt people, regardless of their position on the political spectrum. If you like the content, I would love you to subscribe and leave a comment. Oh, and thanks for 2,000 subscribers. I have only been doing YouTube for a year, so I'm really satisfied with how this turns out and that so many of you like my content. I love every single one of you, I swear. Okay, bye.